First, we're going to talk about the specs of the QCY T17S, and I wanted to make this more interesting so you guys can compare how I sound through these headphones. Now, they have the Qualcomm 3040 chipset, which is going to give them aptX audio. I haven't been able to get any adaptive aptX audio to pop up on either of my devices. Maybe it's because I don't have the newest Snapdragon SoC. You're going to have CVC, or clear voice capture, for the audio, and it's going to have 4 mics. Give me a second and we'll go ahead and give you guys some background noise. You're going to get 28 hours of playback time with the included case. Without the case, you can count on around 7 hours with just the headphones themselves. Now, the headphones do feature a game mode, and you're going to be able to utilize the QCY app to go ahead and change all of those controls. Now, as with all my in-depth reviews, you guys can find chapters to see which parts of the review you want to skip around to. And as always, if you forgot, my name is Mitchell. I'm fluent in tech, so you don't need to be. In full disclosure, QCY sent these headphones out to me for a review. No money changed hands, and they're gonna see this video when you guys do. Now that we've covered the basic specs of these headphones, let's go ahead and talk about the build and design like we always do. Now, build, design, and materials of these headphones are kind of par for the course for a pair of ultra budget aptX headphones. Headphones themselves are going to feature a combination of both glossy and matte plastic. The top of the actual earbud itself has a nice little ear fin to go ahead and help keep the headphone secure in your ear, although I don't really feel where this ear fin is making contact in my ear. That said, it's kind of nice. The control surface on the outside is glossy, and there's no like LED notification light when you have the headphones in your ear and when you're listening to them. They do have a little LED notification light when they're in the case charging, and let's talk a little bit about the case, because these headphones aren't particularly intriguing. It's just kind of like your normal earbud style. The case has a very interesting presentation, and the front of the case has this window. QCY compares it to headlights on a car. Needless to say, the plastic on the outside of this is going to get scratched up and look really bad in no time. So I would totally suggest you guys getting a case for this. I'll see if I can find some, and I'll link them in the description along with links to buy this. The case of this is going to feature USB-C charging, and as I said before, with the case you're going to get about 28 hours of playback time, all said and done. Do I like the case? It is a smart case. It does have a floppy lid, but I think at this price point, I would say that the case is totally passable. You guys know I love a good set of controls, and the controls on these headphones are great. Gives you full playback control if you reprogram them using the QCY app. And I'll do a little bit more about the QCY app in a little bit. But the controls give you full controls with the ability to play, pause, turn the volume up, turn the volume down, assistant, and game mode. And if you don't like those controls, you can reprogram them in the QCY app. Now, the QCY app, it's a good app because it allows you to change the EQ and it allows you to change the controls of the headphones. And you do get other useful features like a pop-up animation showing you the battery percentage of each of the headphones. And you do get the ability to reprogram some stuff. If the headphones lose connection with your phone, you're going to be able to have like a lost headphone tracker, which just tracks your position. That said, when I use the QCY app on my Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus, it drained my battery overnight. I haven't had issues since I uninstalled the app. Another issue I had with the app is the fact that QCY has advertisements for QCY headphones in the app. So when you're going to change a setting on the headphones you have, they're promoting their newest pair of headphones for you to buy. I don't like that. QCY, please take advertisements out of the app. It would make it feel a lot more premium. I think maybe the most positive thing I can say about the QCY app is that when you uninstall it from your device, those changes, whether or not it's to the EQ or to the controls, stay with the headphones, and those changes are not restricted by keeping the app on your device. Although these do have aptX and a low latency mode, you're probably not going to want to game with them, as there is noticeable lag when gaming, not really when listening to YouTube, but let's go ahead and check that out for you right now. Now, all of this stuff wouldn't matter if they didn't sound good. And I think that the best thing I can say about the way these headphones sound is that it's aptX on a budget. When I listened to Dragon Force, Through the Fire and Flames, they did not sound that impressive, but they did not fall apart. Turning on the Rock EQ just kind of crushed the... Sorry, I live on a busy street.
Moments later.
Turning on the Rock EQ for the headphones completely crushed the mids, and it just sounded bad. It kind of made them sound like they were underwater. I would not suggest using the Rock EQ if you're listening to rock. I made my own EQ and they sounded a little bit better, but for rock music, these are not going to be impressive. Next up, I listened to some hip hop EDM. I listened to Boom with Gucci Mane and David Guetta, and it had really thick, thumpy feeling bass. And it had a very kind of small soundstage. Gucci Mane's voice definitely blended in with some of the background, and the mids felt really, really restricted. That said, I thought that they sounded fine for electronic music. Can I recommend them at this price point? They're cheap aptX headphones, and when companies are trying to give you the newest chip at the lowest price or a new chip for the lowest price, they're gonna have to cut corners. Do these headphones sound terrible? No. Do they sound like inexpensive aptX headphones? Yes. If you listen to hip hop, EDM, are you gonna like them? They're gonna be fine, they're gonna be okay. If you listen to rock, I would probably skip these headphones. That said, I think depending upon where you live in the world, you might be able to get these for like under 30 bucks, which in that case would be a pretty good deal. If you guys wanna buy them, I'll have links where you can do so. I hope you guys appreciate my honest and just kind of truthful reviews of these products that I get, trying to cut through some of the hype that headphone reviewers put out there. And until next time, it's been Mitchell. Peace.